Hey, Sean here from SpeedCubeReview.com. I'm going to go through my whole collection, and this is probably going to be the largest my collection ever is because I'm going to be getting rid of a lot of them. And I'll have details on that in the end and a separate video with more details. So I'm going to go through stuff first that's kind of on my desk, a little haphazard going through this. I'll be naming some stuff, but not all of it because there's a lot. And I'm going to try to keep tally, but I might need your help to keep track of how many cubes there are if I lose track. So here we go. Okay, so just some quick things on my desk. I have the version 2 of the GAN 356i, the Rubix Connected, and this is the YJ 4x4. These are ones I like to use a lot with online stuff and just 4x4. And there's some other things here that I'm working on. So the Shengshou Pyraminx Duo. We've got the YJ Mini, just like carrying this around. This is the, in a Volk box, this is my GAN Infinity that I like to carry around. These are the best boxes anyone's ever made for carrying stuff around. The Speak Review edition of the RS3, the GAN, or Monster Go Pyraminx, and this I like having around. This is the Shengshou Gem because it's really good for fewest moves for stickers, as you can see with that. And yeah, so let's do this first. I have to move some lighting around. Some other things real quick actually. There's my green screen wall. So that's how I've been doing a lot of the stuff. I actually painted the entire wall. So yep, we've got some crazy things that we can do with this green screen right here. And I've got my instruments and degrees and diplomas and stuff there with a new electric violin I'm trying out too. So, okay. Real quick, some things that are on this windowsill. I have these things from Moyu with a Cubing Classroom Morphing Joshi. The sticker changes that I've put on from, what's the company? Oliver Stickers. So the color changing ones and the disappearing ones. I don't know why this is here. This is just a random Axis cube and my Go cube, and this from YJ. This was that like diamondy thing. So, okay. Like I said, it's going to be a little haphazard. I redid all the shelves to make it a little more display-like. Let's look up top real quick. Oh, this I can remove from here. This is the MS 2x2, and I'm going to put it down here. I'll explain that in a second. Just mini cubes. That's a Kleenex box. That's you can't do anything with. There's nothing in those boxes. It's just display the giant, whatever company that was, as well as the Rubik's Cube thing where you have to Perplexus, there we go. 7x7, I think this is the Moyu one. I scrambled it, yeah, it's Moyu, and they just didn't solve it. There's a little puzzle back there, which isn't a one that can scramble, it's just things that move around. Yushin 9x9, that's the Morphing Joshi 10x10. Light Up Cube, I believe that's Yushin. The GAN robot, and there are 64 Guanlongs. I need to change that picture. Let me know in the comment section what you would like to see that change to. I did a Mega Man once, and that was really cool looking, but I changed it to this for a specific reason, which I won't go into now. I used to have these shelves organized by company, but now I just kind of did, sometimes by company, sometimes what just looks cool. Real quick over right here, I've got my competitor from the Rubik's Cube Nationals. Here I've got a bunch of 2x2s in the back, which are usually, most of these are the newer ones, so X-Man Design, the Tengyun from, wait, is it Tengyun from Diane? Whatever it's called. And just, yeah, a bunch of those, as well as my larger 4x4 back there. Pedal Cube, Chi-Yi, Dimension Cube, whatever it was. This right here, I'll name a couple. Instead of going through all these, I'll name a couple of the really odd ones. So this is a Yulong. I use this to bring to classrooms and show students. This is the mini 5x5, and then the mini 6x6, which I can't remember who made this. It might have been Cyclone Boys. So this was one that I really enjoyed. I saw him make it on like somewhere, my Instagram or Facebook, and I was like, I need to buy this, so I bought that from him. That's a Volk within that, and this is designed by Chris Chan, I believe. Then we have the Super Saiyan Goku and the Rubik's Cube. I'm just going to go down first here. This is a lot of Chi-Yi, mostly Chi-Yi stuff, although I think this is technically made by Moyu. Another Rubik's Cube, which is Rick and Morty. This is Rubik's Bear, which I restickered from Oliver Stickers with the Ewok from Star Wars. And a mod that I got for the Christmas Advent calendar and the Chi-Yi magnetic clock. There's a booklet back there, the Valk with that little wristband, and there's the pin actually from the Valk way back there. You can see. So this is my Moryu shelf for the most part. So we have the Mirror S there. I have the nicer Mirror Cube somewhere, which I don't know why it's so hard to find. The Dianma with primary plastic, want to keep that out. Some of the mini puzzles. This is the Tanglong, my mini Aolong, which was my favorite for a long time, my Rubik's Brand Nintendo Switch puzzle, as well as my Rubik's Brand Harry Potter puzzle. And there is also some MGC, the YJ MGC 1, 2, and 3. I'm trying to watch the camera, so I apologize if it moves too much. Little spinner made by Twisty Tex. And these are mainly YJ. I actually think one of these is Chi-Yi. And this is a kind of a little throwaway shelf right now. I've got the lemon and the peach, which I had almost solved, then it got scrambled again, and I hate solving this one. It's so difficult. And then a couple 6x6s from Chi-Yi. I can't remember which one this is from that I had as a Cosmic one. I'll have to look it up. I had 2 Cosmic 6x6s. And these mini 2x2s I use for extensions. Okay, moving over here, more of the fruit puzzles. The orange actually isn't completely solved yet still, just like the peach. I'm really annoyed by it. This is a little bit random. These are ones that I'm definitely going to be giving away. We have the X-Men, the Pyraminx V2, the Bell V2, a bunch of the MS ones. This was a gift from a friend from a hockey game that they're giving away this puzzle. I have not actually tried to do a video on it. I thought I was going to, and then I just didn't. But this is just some random ones here. I've got my puzzle that I use that I often used to teach with, and this is, I believe, the Bullfight from Chi-Yi. And we have a couple other Axis cubes and stuff like that. Moving on up, this is a fun little shelf. We've got Spider-Man, we've got Pinkie Pie, we've got all the Yushin animals, and just some 4x4s back there for stands. Ones that I don't use as much anymore, like that's a Yupo version 2, I believe, back there. This shelf, we've got the Ghost Cubes. That's my favorite one that I just got the stickers for separately. The Nathan Wilson mod that I have right there. This one I got from a Craigslist posting, the Calvin Puzzle 2x4x6 that I've never solved. It came scrambled, I never solved it. A bunch of the twisty ones, whatever you call those. House Cube, this was from Twisty Tex, another Nathan Wilson house, and another house from Twisty Tex, stickers from Oliver Stickers, and the Mala Cube. Okay, let's go up one shelf. These are Twisty Tex. This is restickered Moryu Cubing Classroom, not the Mirror S, the Mirror. This 2x2 I believe is from like Hello Cube. These are bump extensions designed by Twisty Tex that I printed and put on a Void Cube. And then we have a 17x17, 10x10. These are Shengsho, that's Shengsho. This one's my favorite Mastamorphics up here. And if we go over one, we've got my whole collection of different colored cubes. Yeah, Newt, I'm doing a video. Thank you. Okay, so these are different colors. Most of them are all Meiyings by Kong's Design. There's a couple that are not. That's a GTS version 1, and this is the Guoguan Yuxiao. And so, because they didn't have these with the Meiying. So these were the most Force Cubes anyone ever made, and then someone made some more with Aolongs, and they had transparent plastic for the Aolongs. So we have, I'm thinking about magnetizing them though at some point. These ones I'm keeping. My also Meiying in a jar. These glasses are from Etsy. I saw DG Cubes or Derpy Cuber have them, and I was like, I need those, and so I just Google searched them, found them. These are mods that I did where I cut them down and filled them in. 2 really nice designs. This one's my newest one, all without any like major power tools. 3D printed extensions on a 2x2, and the fully 3D printed puzzle, although the core isn't 3D printed, so I guess you can't say fully. Going down one, we've got the GAN shelf, the V1, different puzzles, the core from the 357, 2x2s, the mini puzzle, 351, the Scube, and then real quick looking at some of these, this shelf on the left are the older ones. We've got the GAN 3, the 357, the one up top is the Ultimate Edition. Then we have things here which are the more budget ones. So we've got like the R, the I think the newer are that one. Yeah, I was looking at them before. I had them all memorized, but I already forgot them. The Monster Go cubes, all the different variations, magnetic ones on top. These are the 356, the original version. So at the very bottom is a version 1. Above that is the version 2 where they adjusted the caps. There's a couple, I think, duplicates kind of because one of them, like this one, was a 356 Lite, which is just a 356 in a different box. It's really it.
And then with here, besides that Dan one that's red, I'm kind of pointing at, which was basically a Rubik's Cube design, these ones are also when it went to the 356 Ultimate, and then the UM, and then the SM. This shop here, besides the 4x4 354s, different versions of those, from the Infinity Edition to the Speed Cube Shop Edition, which I think is that third one down, and there's also version 1 and the version 2. And up front we have things like the new 11M Pro, this I believe is the XS, that's a different XS, that's non-sticker plastic, and then also the X, I believe. So yeah, the X is over here. So these are different like XS, 11 Pro. I think I've sticker and stickerless of that one.
Whew, there's a lot there. Okay. Megaminx shelf. So we've got a 2x2 back there, a bunch of different ones. These are some of my favorite ones, or ones that I forgot and I just put them out here. So the new one from Diane. This one I also like taking to schools and showing kids because they can move it around and see how the pieces move. That's a ShengShou one that I restickered from Oliver Stickers. That's one that I magnetized. That's the ShengShou Pearl. Magnetizing it is just, it's like 120 some magnets. Some gear cubes, yeah, and I didn't realize they changed the blue. I think this is the newer version, that's the old version. Or vice versa, I don't remember actually. Down here is a little bit of a throwaway shelf. I didn't really know exactly what to do with some of these, so I stacked some of these up. If we move over another shelf, we've got the thing that I used for the VR cube, and I've got the VR cube somewhere else a little bit higher up. A couple 7x7s, just some budget ones, some other budget things. Like, I forgot what this one was, what it was called, but it's basically a 3x3 with 5x5 centers you can turn. Up here we've got the Rubik's shelf, and like the tactile one, the Rubik's Speed, different Rubik's Speed ones. There's a couple duplicate puzzles of the same idea, but for the most part, they, like, a lot of these designs are similar ones. Like the Speed Cube is actually the same one as that, just with adjustable centers, and a lot of people say you can adjust the centers of these, but not always. They didn't all have screws. Yushin back there with the new little Magic M on top. And then we've got the Rubik's Impossible. This is the Yushin 8-pedal, or yeah, I think it just says 8-pedal cube, even though this kind of looks like there's 12 pedals on it. My calendar, I literally haven't adjusted it since a May from quite a while ago. Friday, June 20th, that was my wedding date. I'm not going to say the year. And then the Rubik's Speed Cube, the first time they had it back at the Paris World Championship. Okay, up here we've got a bunch of 4x4s. So ones in the back, these ones in front, a couple different ones. Some of these were made by Twisty Tex, like that middle one there and the one on the bottom down there. I think actually that one was too. A few of these are. We've got a globe, a void cube, a metal cube I got from a Craigslist unboxing, another Hello Cube, 4x4 hexagonal die pyramid, and a 3x3, and just a few different globe things, my Supercube stickers, which actually, this was my oldest Rubik's Cube I have, the one I started learning, and I bought stickers from CubeSmith. If you remember CubeSmith, hit that like button. So yeah, this is while they're still in business. Up here you have my restickered 13x13 restickered ShengShou 6x6, this little fidget cube. Oh, my signed Volk is turned a weird way. There we go. Matt's Volk, Sarah Strong, Kevin Hayes, Drew Brads, and we have a tower. The tower actually used to be bigger, but it doesn't all fit in that shelf. The highest is the 42mm Zantchi, and I think that's the 50mm Zantchi there. Just by looking at the stickers, it looks like. And then we've got, I think, the Weilong, the 54.5mm. So there's a few different ones there. I think the bottom one is the Qiyi one, or the ShengShou Legend, the largest one. Okay, moving over one more. We've got the 2x2 time capsule? Which one's that called? As well as the other mods. There's the one from Nathan Wilson, his mod that was produced by Moyu. Some other of the Yushin ones, the Geiker Cube, the ones that are missing pieces, whatever those were called, the Geiker Cube in the back as well, and some 6x6s like the MGC, some of my favorite ones. Okay, going down one shelf here. Oh, they tipped over a little bit. That's why they fell back there. Oh, and a little cap came off of the Armadillo Cube that's back there. Got my LED lights back there, which I don't turn on much anymore. We've got this, I can't remember what This one's called something. I'll either put in the description or just say it's something and let someone put it in the comment section below. And this is the Dian. We've got the Guhong and the Zhanchi right around here. My oldest one was a 55 millimeter Zhanchi, my oldest Dian, and that's up there, up top right now. I think this one's technically older, but I got it from a Craigslist unboxing. Okay, going down a little bit, we've got the Cyclone Boys, as well as a couple of the Moyu Aosu ones. This is my favorite 4x4 mod. I love this. I wish more people would make that mod, the Fisher Cube with the 4x4. These are bandage cubes here. This is a 3x3x4 back there, which just sort of fell over. I don't really know where to put it right now. We have a couple, these are again sort of a throwaway shelf right now, so I figure out how I want to organize this. We have Ready Minks, but in barrel form, as well as a couple Scubes. And down here, but we've got the square one, a couple different 7x7s. So again, sort of a throwaway shelf right now until I figure out how to organize this and this 2x2. So you might be wondering, okay, that wasn't as many as you had before. You're right, because other things are in drawers. So let's check those out. Okay, so moving down here, actually I need to pull this light away a little bit. That's my external graphic processor for video editing. This is probably one of the crazier drawers. I'm going to try to hold it up a bit more with my leg. We've got some things by Moyu down here, like all their sub-brands. The older Gogwan, the Yan 3, the M3, which actually the M3 is very similar to the MF3 RS with the centers and kind of how the pieces are. So I'm guessing whoever made the M3 is the one responsible for the RS3 design. That's my assumption. Some of the other things I got from Amazon, like that lightning cube, the glow-in-the-dark one, the different colored ones from Speedcube Shop. This is the Goron EDM. Some other budget ones from Moyu, such as the Meilong, the Duncan Cube, which is just a Guanlong, some mini puzzles, and some of the other Amazon ones are back here, the Speed Rippers. Way back here, that thing in the far back is not a twisty puzzle, but just a magnetic thing from YJ. I had another one, but then it came apart and the magnets all came out. So if you have one of those things where the different shapes all come apart, watch out because it can actually fall apart and the magnets are not glued in. And there is one puzzle back there, which I believe is just actually a thunderclap. So this one, there's a lot of things in here, some doubles, some not. Yeah, so if you notice, here's the RS3, and here is the Yan 3, and the pieces are very similar. Okay, so yeah, and there are a couple mini puzzles down here too. So this one, that tiny one down there. So this one's going to be hard to count, so I apologize for that. Usually it's one cube on top of the other, except for these mini ones here. Go. Okay, another one's going to be hard to count. So all of these along here are actually the YJ Yulong V2M. So I bought quite a few of them. There's two more farther back here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't know, 12 or 13 or so of those for multi-blind solving. And then we've got a bunch of different Pyraminx. There's a Pyramorphix here. But some Pyraminxes, a lot of them are older ones like Shengshou, Dian, Master Pyraminx. This one I think technically Z-Cube with the stickers that look like carbon fiber even though they're not. Gear one, which I haven't really solved because I haven't spent much time with it, another Pyramorphix. Another Master Pyraminx, the Chi one is the one I like because it has a little clicking mechanism. And a Master Morphix here. Just kind of threw those in. They're hard to store. And this was kind of my second shelf because I ran out of room and I kind of threw these here then. This right here is, what is this? Oh, this is from Shengshou. So this is also kind of the Shengshou drawer and the Fengshi drawer. One interesting one in here is this. This one came out and then it just stopped being produced. This one gets repackaged a lot. I'll try to remember the name and put in the video. But this is one that I actually used and I magnetized and I thought it was really great and then it just went away. And I've heard people call it by some other names that have been repackaging it. This is one of my oldest puzzles, the Fengshi Shengren. Oh, it's hard to say. I'm still saying it wrong. But this is the mini one with the primary plastic black caps, some 7x7s. Oh man, there's even some 7x7s and 8x8s back here. There we go. Okay, so let's close this drawer up. We have another drawer down here, and we've got 4 of these puzzles as well as 2 clocks. Okay, moving on up. This drawer is timers, Yushin, Chi, YJ, and Stack Mat, as well as just a ton of different lubrication. 2x2 drawer, just a ton of 2x2s, ones that I don't really use anymore, ones that might be good for comparison, like the one with grooves from Cyclone Boys, but yeah, like I don't think I'm going to be using the V-Cube one for anything. A random drawer of more 2x2s, Volks, Chi stuff, more stuff from Chi, the Dino Cube, spinners, stuff like that. 5x5s. Yeah, a couple of them, actually. This one is the Yushin one that I magnetized. I think that's the first one I ever magnetized. And so another one that's really important. Not really. Well, there's the mini Shengsho one. Okay, Megaminx. A lot of different Megaminxes. Windmill Cube. That's the Aosu 7x7, or Aofu 7x7, technically, I think that is. There's just a random Yulong in here. Dino Cube from Shengsho. Yeah, Fisher 4x4, another one down here that I have specifically for a mod that I'm going to work on. Only a couple drawers left. This is my excess cube drawer and mini drawer. Oh, got a cable in the way. This is the mini Shengsho that's got little dimples on it, which is kind of nice. Just very smooth. Okay, well, that's for camera equipment. Okay, this is a funny one. So some other things, my the square ones, which I just have no urge to finish. This is that box I use for VR, the Time Machine or whatever it is. That's a horrible one, I feel. It might take some time to try to really set it up. And these are both the Ao Shuang, or whatever the name of it is. It's a version 1, that's a version 2, and I'm leaving that sticker off because I remember it's a version 1. I should replace that sticker at some point. And lastly, this is the final drawer. We have a bunch of different things that are Moyu. So this is the Weilong version 1. It's a cosmic edition of, so as you can see. We have a few different things. There are some YJ, some MGC. And yeah, and I haven't really solved this one yet, this SKU thing. I don't want to spend time doing it. I think that's about it. So, 3 more things came in while I was editing this. So that's all the puzzles I have in my collection right now, I think. There might be something lingering around somewhere. But, a couple of things. So, the ones that are like the MS and the Bell Pyramix V2, I'll be doing giveaways for you guys. For all of you out there, I'll do giveaways. And I'll figure out how to do that in the best way. Shipping can sometimes be crazy, so I'm going to figure out the best way for that. But a lot of these I don't use anymore. So things like old Shengsho 5x5s. It's cheaper to buy a new one and have a company ship it to you than have me ship it to you. So things like that, and all these 2x2s, I'm probably not going to give away as giveaways for worldwide stuff here. I'm going to try to figure out a couple things I can do around town, donating them to, I don't know, daycares, donating them to places that might need something for like therapy, movements, schools, anything like that. I might also do local pickups if there's someone around here that wants some stuff. Maybe just come on over, grab some stuff. And I'll probably sell some things for charity as well. So that way, because a lot of these cubes I have purchased. Like, I mean, those Meilongs. I purchased all those Meilongs. And a lot of things for a while I spent my own money on. But there's a lot of it that was sent to me. And I don't always remember what was sent to me and what I purchased. And it wouldn't be ethical for me to sell the stuff for profit for myself. So I'm going to probably sell a lot of it for charity. So in the future, I'll have videos on that. Maybe I'll post something to eBay or something and ask, you know, and just have that or give a set price. and pick a charity for the money to be donated to. So that way it's me lowering my collection, but I'm not, trying to make a profit off of it. And yeah, for a while I kept all this stuff because for comparisons I might need it, but it's been 4 or 5 years and I haven't needed most of these things for comparisons. So yeah, this is probably the biggest my collection's ever going to be. I don't know if I'm going to do another collection video in the future until things downsize, like way in the future. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Let me know if there's something that I missed, or if there's something you have questions on, or if I counted wrong, and if I'm going to try to put in the video, or if I didn't count it, maybe I won't put in the video. Thank you very much for watching. Leave your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Hit like, subscribe for more content like this in the future, and always stop by speedcubeview.com for more news and reviews.